Look at the look on Aaron Boone's face. That's a man that doesn't even believe that he coached himself out of this game tonight. Look at Aaron Boone's face. That's a man that let Devin Williams into a baseball game and lived to tell about it, folks. Look at those eyeballs. That's a man that put in the worst closer in baseball and got out of Tampa Bay alive with a win going into the Boston Red Sox series, folks.
Drilled deep to left field. Simpson turning, looking. See ya! A pinch hit. 2-run home run for Stanton. Amazing! Swung on and missed. The Yankees hold on. They win their 5th in a row. And Devin Williams gets it done with 3 straight strikeouts. 6-4, Yankees win.
Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Big G saves the day down in Tampa, and the Yankees get the 2-game sweep. We got highlights. We got Aaron Boone's post-game press conference. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York sports for New York nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go!
It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York sports talk for sports nuts.
Well, there you have it, folks. The Yankees win a thriller in extra innings. And thank God for Big G, Giancarlo Stanton, showing up tonight like a gladiator, like he stepped out of a goddamn Marvel movie, doing his best Juan Soto impersonation, staring down the pitcher at 3-2 right before the pitch, and he sends a piss missile to left field, and the Yankees win a much-needed game. You know what the greatest part about this win tonight is, and I'll break it down, but just on the gut feel, just the eyeball test, this is a game that this team would have lost 3 weeks ago. This is a game that this team would have handed to the other team on a silver platter, like the Tampa Bay Rays, who pitch well and don't make fundamental mistakes. But then Boone, got to give him credit, pulls the right string, takes Ryan McMahon out, and puts Big G in, and now he is getting so good at these situations, whether it's the postseason or big spots in the regular season, or throwing the team on his back when Aaron Judge gets hurt. You can always rely on Big G being that constant in the locker room. And yes, I make fun of him, the Frankenstein, the moon boots, all of it. But he has proved me wrong week and game after game because he has played a solid right field, and every time he gets up, he gets a hit or he gets a clutch home run. He's making a career out of it at this point, and Big G might be the most clutch power hitter I've ever seen as a Yankee fan, and that's 34 years, folks. But let's get down to the game itself. Schlittler had a no-hitter through 7. He looked great. When he got a little bit 6.5, he started to meander a little bit. He got the bases loaded. Boone pulled him. I think this was a great move. Brings in Luke Weaver. Love the move, Boone. And I have to record that because I won't say that very often. But I love the move, Boone, because Luke Weaver comes in and bing, bang, boom, shuts the door on the bases loaded, throwing fastballs, throwing gas with that bulldog mentality. And then David Bednar showed up. David Bednar showed up with a 3-1 lead, willing and waiting for him to close the door, and he gives up a long double. Should have been a home run. He was very lucky. It was only a foot away from the wall. Gives up the 2-run double to tie the game, but then he was able to get out of the inning. But this brings us to one of our biggest points, is that they're going to have to get this bullpen and the pecking order in the bullpen under control, because you're going to need to know who to go to and when to go to. And when I saw Devin Williams warming up in this bullpen tonight, I wanted to tear my hair out, Aaron Boone. How can you have somebody like Devin Williams warming up in a tight situation in extra innings? This is malfeasance. I can't believe that Aaron Boone would let Devin Williams into this game.
Swung on and missed. The Yankees hold on. They win their 5th in a row. And Devin Williams gets it done with 3 straight strikeouts. 6-4, Yankees win.
I know everyone's going to try to play it cool, but I know you were all shitting your pants on the couch when Devin Williams had a man on second and a man on third with no out. Devin Williams gets out of the pickle tonight, and this is a huge confidence builder for Devin low-leverage Williams, and it's a huge confidence builder for this young Yankees team. Like I said, they would have lost this game 3 weeks ago, and Devin Williams would have blown this game 3 weeks ago. But he looks right. The pitching looks right, and Aaron Boone was the happiest man in the state of Florida tonight because Devin Williams pulled it through. Because imagine the shitstorm that Aaron Boone would have faced tonight if they were going for 5 in a row tonight and he did the same thing. He did insanity. He repeated the same action over and over and expecting different results by bringing Devin Williams into the game, but Devin Williams survived the fire and might have come out stronger on the other side. And I know what Aaron Boone was trying to do here. He was trying to be cute and save his bullpen for the Boston series, which I say is okay. We didn't see Duvall tonight. We didn't see Tim Hill. I think he was trying to get the sweep, the 2-game sweep, but he was trying to get out of there without tiring out the arm. But Luke Weaver looked impressive tonight. I really think that Luke Weaver should be the closer of the New York Yankees because David Bednar, he better not hope any postseason games are in Florida because whenever that guy gets in the state of Florida, he blows it. Remember him in against Miami? He has a 7.38 ERA in Miami, and when he went down to Tampa Bay tonight, it seemed like the same old story. But I am not used to him trying to get 4-out saves. I think Aaron Boone is trying to get cute with that as well. I think he should just come in for 3. Luke Weaver is the only guy that I think should be trying to get 4 or 5 outs, or frankly, the only guy that I trust to be getting 4 or 5 outs in the bullpen. But let's go to the Aaron Boone post.
4 for 7 pinch hitting this year. Just what makes him so good at that right now?
Just he's mentally at hit on repeat of what I've been saying about him.
If you notice about Kam Schlittler, he has the demeanor of an ace. What he showed tonight with a no-hitter through 7, this guy is going to be a stud in the future. I said it about Will Warren on this show also. Brian Cashman has to be given kudos about these young arms that he is bringing up from the farm system. And everybody was getting on his case for putting these arms in trade deals. And even in the Juan Soto deal, yes, the Yankees gave up Michael King, but they also gave up Burrito and Vasquez, and we don't hear anything about those guys anymore. It seems like Brian Cashman is holding on to those gems in the farm system because Will Warren is looking at a rookie of the year and Kam Schlittler is still considered a prospect. He could be up for rookie of the year next year. And with these 2 cornerstones who have been saving the Yankees' hide in the last 3 quarters of the season this year, nothing more could be said about what these young guys are doing for this franchise. With Fried hitting a wall, with Rodon still pitching well, the Yankees have hope, and that's why they've won 5 in a row. It's tough to play a sport when you keep getting hit over the head and keep losing, and it feels like you're running downhill. And you know what? I'm tired of the comments on Instagram on New York Minute. That's NEWYRKMIN. You know, they played the Cardinals in the Tampa Bay Rays. What do you want them to do? Do you want them to fly in a team? Tell the Tampa Bay Rays not to play us tonight and just fly in the Phillies every night just to appease you? Or do the Yankees have to play who's in front of them? Because if they didn't beat these teams, you would talk about how much trash the New York Yankees are. So enough of they only beat these guys and they only beat those guys. Anybody can beat anybody, and especially in baseball in 162 games, anybody can be had anytime, any night.
Him mentally, just he's so good at the mental game now and and preparing and knowing how to do it and just having tremendous self-awareness of who he is as a hitter now. And it's just he's an animal.
Were you starting to think Schlittler was going to do something special just with the stuff? How efficient?
Yeah, maybe think he's got a chance, certainly as dominant as he was. And like you said, with, being so economical, his pitch.
This is why this win was so big. Kam Schlittler, confidence builder. Austin Wells, 2 home runs, confidence builder. Devin Williams, as high as a leverage situation as you can get with 2 men on and his history and Aaron Boone bringing him into the game and blowing stuff, that you can build on. You can build on a 5-game winning streak. You can build on young arms like Warren and Schlittler. I've been saying it on this show for 5 straight nights. This is a team trending in the right direction, and I don't care if they're playing the Harlem Globetrotters or the New York Liberty. A win's a win, but it's the manner in which they've won. Yes, last night was all home runs. I don't care about games like that, okay? That's a blip in the radar. It's great to watch, and it's very entertaining. These are the games that the Yankees can build on. The 4-2, the 6-4 games, the close games where they have to play defense. They're forced to play defense. They're forced to move runners over. They're forced to have attentive at-bats. And that's what the Yankees have done in the last week and a half leading up to this Boston Red Sox series. And they're going to have to get this bullpen figured out. I think Weaver should be the closer of this team. David Bednar now has blown it twice in Miami, now in Tampa Bay, or maybe they shouldn't just let him pitch in the state of Florida, whatever comes first. But I think Luke Weaver should be closing these games. The only reason that Luke Weaver might not be the closer of this team is that he's the only one that Aaron Boone trusts going to get 4 or 5 outs.
Count was obviously in great shape there, and they started getting to him a little bit, some tougher at bats there in even the 5th a little bit, but then the 6th, or no, he went out for the 7th. I'm sorry, the 6th and then the 7th, where the 7th kind of got long and they started to pressure him a little bit.
Aaron, you mentioned the breaking.
But that's the thing. He's a young pitcher, and in situations like that, Aaron Boone was right to pull him out of the game. You don't want to let him load the bases and then try to get out of that jam, and then they score 3 runs or the Tampa Bay Rays take the lead, and then his great quality start, better than a quality start, no-hitter through 7, it washes because all the bad taste out of his mouth of blowing the game at the end. So Aaron Boone pulls the hook, and if you can't rely on Luke Weaver, you can't rely on anybody in this bullpen because Luke Weaver came in, gas, 3 pitches in a row. I do my own sound effects on this goddamn show because we don't have the budget, but Luke Weaver came in like a bulldog. He's got the eye of the tiger.
What looked different about the off-speed pitches to you tonight?
I don't know. I think we're all wanting to overstate that a little bit.
And look at that. Stanton Wells, back-to-back home runs in the 10th inning. First extra inning, back-to-back home runs in franchise history. You saw history tonight, folks. You saw history last night with the first franchise to hit, 9 home runs in one game? Or I don't know how many it was. But they set history in 2 nights, folks. And it feels like history. Look at the look on Aaron Boone's face. That's a man that doesn't even believe that he coached himself out of this game tonight. Look at Aaron Boone's face. That's a man that let Devin Williams into a baseball game and lived to tell about it, folks. Look at those eyeballs. That's a man that put in the worst closer in baseball and got out of Tampa Bay alive with a win going into the Boston Red Sox series, folks. It's like a doll's eyes. And when they bite into you and roll into the back of your head, Boston Red Sox, you're going down this weekend.
Always, the secondary, we want to talk, curveball was really good. The slider was really good. But it starts with a big heater that he's commanding the heck out of and up and down in the zone. And then he's getting swing and miss with the breaking ball.
99 miles an hour. How impressive is that to deal with the whole net velocity?
Yeah.
Kam Schlittler was throwing 99 before he left the game tonight, and he throws the fastball with ease, and that's why I'm glazing him so much, is because this guy throws it easy. Usually guys that get up to 100, they got to contort their body, throw out their hip, and that leads to injuries. This guy is so tall, he's so big, he's so young, hasn't even filled out yet, okay, because he's going to keep growing, and this guy throws so easy. It's going to be a lot faster than 99 in a couple of years, because once this guy works on his pitches, this guy is really young, folks, and he hasn't been pitching for a very long time.
Most of these guys do that though, and at that point, usually these starters have a little more at the end when they need it.
Well, there you go, folks. Big win tonight, 5 in a row. The Yankees are doing what they're supposed to. But what I want to say before we leave and wrap it up tonight is I am a product of the Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees, 1990s to 2000 rivalry. I even saw the Bucky Dent game in 88, okay? That's how far back I go to my hatred of the Boston Red Sox. I hate war, I hate famine, and I hate the Boston Red Sox. I don't ingest New England clam chowder because of my hatred of the Boston Red Sox and also the Patriots because I'm a Jet fan, but that's another show for another time. But the reason I bring this up was both teams are really young. This series is probably the highest stakes series I can remember, regular season series in the last 3 years. Both teams are young. Both teams are hungry. This could be the start of a rivalry. You know what? I want to see pitches inside. I want to see tough-nosed, hard-nosed baseball because a lot of these guys, they're always smiling and laughing at second base, and they're always going out to dinner and getting drinks and shit because they're in the same players' union. No. Yankees, you're going for the division. The Boston Red Sox are your enemies, and they are in your way for the next 4 games. Go take care of business in your home and beat the Boston Red Sox. Let's go, Yanks, baby! I'll be here busting down every show after the Boston Red Sox New York Yankees with the New York Yankees postgame show right here on New York Minute Sports. It's New York sports for New York nuts, baby. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Bye.